Yeah, let's turn on the TV. Whoa, the future of content. Let's go. Let's go now. Whoa, and here we go now. Yeah, Kenan has a visionary plan. Decraft stories of faraway lands. Raven shapes the VR scene. Biggest bro unites all to dream. TRU Media, we're setting the stage. Web3 AI, we're turning the page. Livestream soar, our vision's bright. Building tomorrow with creative light. TRU Media, we lead the way. In the metaverse, we're here to stay. Meta Sparks, co-hosts with flair. Video shame films with cinematic care. NFTs, collections, we paved the road. Community strong, our stories told. TRU Media, we're setting the stage. Web3 AI, we're turning the page. Live stream soar, our vision's bright. Building tomorrow with creative light. TRU Media, we lead the way. In the metaverse, we're here to stay. Agents and blockchain, the future's near. AI music, crystal clear. From code to hearts, we're breaking new ground. TRU Media's vision is leaps and bounds. TRU Media, Web3 AI, we're turning the page. Live stream soar, our vision's bright. Building tomorrow with creative light. TRU Media, we lead the way.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Aloha Friday. It is the end of the weekend, everyone. It is time to relax and chill. We have a phenomenal show today, guys. We're going to be doing a collection showcase where we're going to be looking at a bunch of the community members' collectibles, comics, and the stories behind them. Also, guys, we got the man in the studio himself. David Yu is joining us as well to show off his collection and to talk story with us, guys. And you know how it goes here on Aloha Friday. But before I even go any further, we're not only going to get the boss in the studio, we're going to get the whole team in the studio right here. What's up, guys? Biggest bro, how are you?
Let's go. Doing beautiful, man. Shout out to my co-host.
Hey, TRU Media! I love that song, man. I love it. I got the feels. I got the chills. It's gonna be it's a beautiful day already. Started off really well in the morning, and we're just continuing on with our weekend. But let's also get in our favorite bird from up the north. We got whatever way I'm pointing, Raven.
Hey guys, I know it's the second time I've heard that song, and it's like still have chills listening to it. I don't know who made that song, but it's pretty amazing. But yeah, I know I'm very excited. Happy Aloha Friday to you guys and to everyone in the audience. Very excited for tonight.
Let's go, guys. And then also, guys, we do have the premiere of The Writer, which will be happening at the end of the show. It's a 3-minute short film based off of my comic book right here, guys. So yeah, David, if you're hearing this, I would love to release this on the VV Curator program. It is something I am looking forward to. But guys, this will be debuting later on at the end. I'm not sure if David's going to be able to stick around for this, but you guys will be able to see this. And then after the show, I will upload this to 4K on the channel. And this has vocals. They're real people. Well, they're not real people. They were made by AI. And it's a full-fledged short film. So I hope you guys like that. But D, who do we have on the panel today?
Oh gosh, you're putting me on the spot here. Okay, so we have Vegan Tings, we have Fro and Bro Production, which is Fro Bro and Anan. We have DrKinon. We have Christopher, who's going to be coming, I'm not sure when. Wait, what? That's only 4. That's 5.
Christopher is
And
down here. He's in the
oh,
studio. I see him.
hey Christopher, I can't see you because I'm not there. And we also have David Yu. Did I miss anybody else?
Nope.
Pretty sure I got everyone.
There
Yeah.
is someone trying to get into the studio. Whoever's getting in there, I'm not sure who you are. DM me to let me know who you are because I don't know who D sent the links to, and we'll work this out a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, let me check my DMs as well.
But guys, I think we should just get into the other studio, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
All right, guys, it's time for the collection showcase.
Collection Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, the entire community and David Yu. How's everyone doing today? And we're going to start with David first. David, how has your trip been? Looks like you got a tan from Spain. Let us know how you've been.
Yeah, thanks. Firstly, many congratulations on the rider coming out premiere after this. Looking forward to see that later on. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, everybody. What a wonderful time of the year for you guys up in the Northern Hemisphere summer. Had a lovely time in UK, Lisbon, and on my way, I was at Thailand for a couple of days on an art event with a few of my friends. Now back under here in New Zealand in the winter, so pretty much very envy what you guys are getting up there. And the trip was absolutely smashing, amazing. The community once again came out in force all around the world, different parts of the region. I think in Lisbon we had over 20 different country and nationality all came in. I met people who came in from Austria, even from Chicago, Salt Lake City. People were even coming in on the last day of the show. Rooftop party was amazing. And once again, the Germans came out in a very strong force. Loved the energy. They did scoop up the level 100 presentation. I think we get 3 out of the 4 award out to the Germans. So many congratulations to that part of the world. And I'd love to share with you a lot more about my collections over the years. And yeah, but overall, it's been very, very good. Lots of energy for myself. I felt we a lot of things I want to get out of my way at work. It's been done and dusted. Now my energy is very much focused on the second half of 2025, and we've got a lot coming.
Awesome. And we're looking forward to whatever you have in the pipeline. And it sounds like you guys all had a good time. We got to see some of the event pictures and videos. Shout out to the Omi homies as well as VV Magic for reporting and letting us see what's going on over there, as well as all the community members that actually went out there and shared their pictures with us. It looks like a lot of fun. I have never been to that side of the world, so maybe one day D and I will be able to go out there. Maybe we'll have to have a canoe out there, D, like the affordable canoe to row it out there. But
we'll start building now. We can get there next year.
Yeah, maybe we'll get there in the VVverse version. But guys, it is the collection showcase today. And so we are going to go through each of our collections. We're going to tell stories of our collection. And I'm going to start it off first. So I'm just going to kick it off. And then once we go to someone else, they'll introduce themselves, they'll show their collection, and then they'll kind of give a backstory of it, though. So I'm going to go first, guys, right here and just kind of kick it off. And first thing I want to show you guys is this right here. This is a Davo exclusive, and unfortunately, the sun's deciding to really mess me up here. But this is a Davo exclusive right here, and he's also got a physical and digital for this as well. So he made this for the Web V Collective, and so there are two memories that go by this. There's actually the regular cover as well as you've got the foil variant right here. And I think you have a copy of this, David. I think Osmond Collects might have given this to you, but the backstory behind Web V is it's a very long story, but it's basically a story about a friendship. Both myself and Osmond Collect 63, we met through Vivi, and we met through a DM, and he asked me about a collectible. He wanted to know what he should do about it. And I'm not really a price action guy, so I kind of was just kind of giving him my thoughts on the collectible. And I won't say which one it is, Oz, but that one interaction with him spanned the friendship, which then spanned a collectors group, to where now we're like 2.5 to 3 years into this, and we have our own content, we have our own channels, we have our own audience. So it all started with Web V. And to also coincide with this artist right here, Davo, he went out of his way and made this not only for Oz, but also for us when we used to be the Real Uncommon podcast. And he made this for our fans. And so for me, a lot of what we've learned here in the community is, how to give back. And, just by having an act like this, someone taking their time to do this, their own money to do this, ship it over to Hawaii, all the way from, I believe it's in Australia, and to give it to us so we can give it to you guys. That was just a beautiful thing right here. So I want to give a shout out to the Web V Collective, as well as Osmond Collect 63 and Davo. It's just a beautiful thing to meet all these people, and I really appreciate you guys. And then another artist I want to showcase is Shawnee Poo. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's got kind of like a Scotty Young type of feel. This is his brand right here. He's writing a children's book. He's also done cons, and he's also a really good friend of the channel. He drew this. I think he won this. It's a sketch card of Venom right here. That looks rad, but I really enjoy this Batgirl that he sent me. So shout out to Sean. Now, why am I bringing up Sean? I met Sean, I want to say about 1.5 years ago, right, Dee? And he told us this very touching story about how he never had a Christmas. And so when he was a very young kid, there was one Christmas where his parents, they told their kids they weren't going to have Christmas dinner. They weren't going to have a Christmas tree or any of that. And so, I mean, can you imagine being a kid and being told that? And so you could feel the emotion that he gave from that story, to a point where, the story got better. So he said the night of Christmas, no Christmas dinner, no presents, no tree, but he gets a knock on the door and he sees a bag outside, and he opens the door, and there was this doll, this like girl's doll from like the dollar store. And he said his friend probably did that as a joke, but he actually got something from somebody when he knew he wasn't going to get anything. And it was such a touching story that was somebody that I always wanted to network because of that story. And I'm glad to say, because of that interaction that we had with Sean, he is a really good friend of ours. We got to meet him in Vegas. Just a really, really awesome dude. And so I really wanted to showcase him. And if you guys haven't yet, go check out Sean Sauter right here at SeanSauter.com. I don't know if that's backwards, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Sean Sauter right here. And then lastly, I got something in the mail, guys, from this is from Kiwi, right, Dee? I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Yes, Kiwi. Yep.
Same person, right? So this is actually from New Zealand. So I told Dee I want to open this up on stream. And this goes back to like the community giving back and us not even knowing that something's going to be coming your way. We had no idea we were going to get something from New Zealand. Same goes with Raven. Raven also sent us something too. And it's just a beautiful thing when you get like surprises. There's all kinds of stuff in here, guys. Hold on really quick. There's a note that I'm not going to read on stream, but there are some really cool things in here. So I've got a Star Trek book right here. Shout out to Jeremy right here. This must be for my son right here. This is awesome. Shout out to you. And
That's
it says right
cool.
here, my favorite Star Trek races. Oh, this is neat, guys. So he made this book. Check this out. My favorite Star Trek races. And then he's got Klingons. He's got
Mhm.
Vulcans in here. He's got the Ferengi. Oh, this is rad, man. And you got a Tribble in the back. This is cool. I love this. Like candy right here. Oh, look at this, guys. Who's that? That's cool. That is
That's
awesome.
cool.
So right there too. It looks like there's two of these. There's one for you and one for, I'm assuming, the kid. Oh no, there's more people in here. He's got other people in here. Let's go.
That's so cool. I love
Shout
that.
out to you, man. And then also check this out. That looks like Chancellor Gorkon right here. Is that who that is, Jeremy? That's awesome. Yo, and he must have
So-
drawn this by hand, guys.
So
Check
that is it's one of the ways to write honor in Klingon.
Oh, what?
And he thought it was cool because it reminded him of the Obey posters.
Yo, this is cool.
That's sick.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm almost done, guys.
Horrible.
I'm hogging here. I just
No,
wanted to
you're
share
good.
what else is in here. This is cool. Check this out, guys. Arcade, check this out.
Hey, Skull Gang.
That's
That's
cool right here. And then, guys, this is awesome. Check that out. No.
Oh, no. That's so cool.
That's cool. And then he's got one on this side right here,
That's
the portrait. And then he's got one more right here. And then he wrote us a really awesome note that I will read later. Jeremy, thank you so much. I know this came in last week, but we really wanted to open it on the stream with everybody. And guys, that's pretty much how the show is going to go right there. And that's my collection in a nutshell.
That's
Thanks for
awesome,
coming to my
man.
TED Talk.
Let's go.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, shout out to everyone that created something that you have in your personal collection now.
I love it.
So who are you popcorning over to?
Let's go to Fro Ecomi.
Ooh, Fro Bro is up on stage.
Oh dang.
Let's go, Fro.
I'll keep mine real short. I got my partner's physical.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still
Let's go.
sealed. Oh my god.
Got a matchy, huh?
I got Grogu and Mando.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, on BB. So
Let's go.
and I don't know if you guys know, but I kind of like Electra.
Really?
And
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
You don't say.
Hmm.
And last piece.
Nice. The pop.
Sweet.
When Electra Marvel Mighty? That's all I'm asking. Just when? Like soon?
And then I
That's it.
see something behind you too. That's maybe
This
Electra.
one. This is the one from Vegas, signed by Kid Arcade himself. And
Love the
this
frame.
was the one that's the actual game piece.
Yes, from
Yeah, this is
Lotavia.
Mm-hmm. So,
Novia de Fro.
Anan made sure to get his hands on that one for me after the game show. So
That's awesome.
If anything, you should also sign that to whoever has that piece.
Wait, before we let him off the hook, bring him back up. I want to know, Fro, what's the deal with Electra? Now's the time to come clean to everybody watching. Like,
Tell
we really
all.
want to know, what is the fixation behind her? Because like that's the story we want to hear, my friend.
gosh, maybe like 4 or 5 Comic Cons ago. So I go into Comic Con and I see this lady that's dressed as Electra, right? And almost Jennifer Garner like ish. And I know, like I literally heart melted, fell in love, and I'm like, that's her, that's it. It's gotta
She
be
was an
Electra.
LMD, my friend.
But yeah, that's the story behind Electra. I just kinda, I don't know, she's my favorite. So and on the VB app too. I mean, gosh, gorgeous, right? You
I
can't-
totally. Yes.
This must be the stretching. Anyway,
No, that's awesome, bro. Thank you for
that's
sharing.
awesome, man.
Who did you
Bro.
want to pop one over to?
Pick the next one, Fro.
Let's go with Anan. My brother's got a few things he wants to show
Oh,
off.
nice.
Let's go.
Oh, Anan.
Hey, what's going on, fam?
What's
David,
up?
What's up?
be with you guys on Friday. This is amazing. This is my second time on, so I don't know. I'm not a collector like Fro or Nano, but because of BB, the digital collectible, going to Comic Con, start picking up some stuff. You know how it is like, what's collecting, and then you start to realize, oh man, I gotta get that physical with the digital. So got a couple of like comics. The addictions, obviously you got to pick them up.
Yeah.
Comic Con got a few of those. It's pretty cool. And of course, David signed one of these VV exclusive cover, which is pretty neat. Got that. But I think what I really want to share is this bad boy right here. 1 second.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice. I love that one.
Awesome. We got the BB logo on the sleeve. I mean, right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great jacket. And check this out. Look at the I don't know if you can see it. It is 200.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
100. So yeah, that's like so cool. But I think my favorite would probably be this right here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice, sweet.
Yeah, this one right here that has a story. It was 2 or 3 Comic Cons ago. Fro and I attended the event, and I was excited to attend. I didn't know what to expect really, just to meet the fam, and getting there and starting to meet everybody. They're introducing themselves. Everybody was super friendly. And then I'm just trying to look at somebody who's maybe I'm familiar with, but everybody seems to be super nice, right? And of course I wanted to meet David. I wanted to meet Dan and all the VV fam. But as the night went on, I'm like, okay, I need to get my hat signed. So I had a hat. It was a homie hat right here. 1 second. So I was running around the room trying to get this hat signed. You can tell by how many signatures it has, right?
Yeah.
See that? I mean, I was stoked just to get the fam's signature on here, from Comic Crypto, of course, Dan, David, and others. So I was excited just to get this. And as the evening went on, we started at the bowling alley and it ended up like at the bar next door, and having fun, great time. But as I'm like videotaping, taking photos, David tapped me on the shoulder, and he approached me and he said, "Hey, do you have a like a VV logo?" I'm like, I just looked at him. I was like kind of in shock. I said, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, do you want one?" I'm like,
Nah.
Let me think about it.
I'm like, yeah, sure. What to say? Yeah, sure. So he handed me one, and right when he handed it to me, he said, "Thank you, and appreciate your support and all that stuff." And when he said that, I was kind of like shocked. I didn't, why is he thanking me? I'm like, I should thank you. He's like, this is great. This is like, something that you don't, nobody really gets. So it's to the point where I didn't have any words. He was so gracious, so humble, very genuine. And, I'm just sitting there, trying to videotape, trying to take a picture. And all of a sudden, you have David, of all the crowd, it was a huge crowd. Everybody was having fun. And for him to walk up to me, I'm just, taking, like I said, video. That to me is, like kind of solidify, what I believe in David and the organization, that he's really supportive of the community. the project and everything. So David, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Wow, that's
Awesome,
great.
Anan.
Great. Thank you.
Awesome story, Anan. Loved it.
So where do you want to go, Anan? Pick the next person.
Do I see Chris there? I'm using my phone.
Yeah. We got
Christopher?
Christopher, Dr. Kenan, Raven, D, Vegan, because David's gonna go last,
Okay,
and then Big Bro.
let's go with Chris.
Yes.
Popcorn
Yes,
man.
I want to see.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, Christopher.
All right.
Good, man. How are you?
Good. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what I have. Kind of had to wrestle through and dig through a couple things, so I don't have a lot of the stuff that I wanted to show tonight, but I'll just say it, and you guys might know what it is.
Awesome.
First off, what I really love here is what I got here. Let's see here. This Addiction #3 window cover. This is awesome. I just love this, guys. I stare at it every day. For like 2 minutes. I'm like, this is a pretty awesome cover. So
It's so sweet.
this is probably on my top 10 list.
Nice.
Covers. Let's see what else I got here. Oh yes, of course. Addiction #1 here. There we go.
Ooh, 9.8.
Vincent Zarzullo there. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, yes. So this here, I love this probably the most. This Penny Black here. I know it's kind of cool.
Oh, look at the Penny Black.
I love this so much, guys. Probably the oldest thing
Nice.
that I actually have here. Let me see here. We're gonna go off track here. Got this bucket last night watching the new F1 movie, everyone. So
Nice.
love this bucket. It's there. Let's see what else.
What state were you in?
Ohio.
Ohio.
I'm pretty lucky. So I actually go from Ohio to Los Angeles. So depending, I actually go on to like some like movie premieres. I go to a few of them.
Yeah.
The last one I went to was Wicked. So I went out to that one. Didn't show it to anybody, but that was a good time going out there. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, so this cover right here is very special to me. It was actually my very first comic that I've actually ever gotten.
Sweet.
And much credit hasn't been done to this, but FlexiCat actually gave me this here.
Yes.
Nice.
Number 11. So this was.
Who's that, Fro?
Oh, yeah, I know. Christopher loves electric too. I know this.
Sure. And I have here Batman 608, guys. So got this signed by Jim Lee. About 2 years ago? He came to Cincinnati. That was actually my very first time meeting him. I was actually volunteering for the con, so I had like literally 20 minutes to do whatever I needed to do and get to my actually signed spot. So I actually got in line, got stuff signed from him, got it graded, and got to my volunteer spot like literally a minute before I was supposed to start.
20 minutes.
So I had the whole day just to do whatever I want, and I was like, I want my comics, I want my signed comics. But I had to wait obviously a couple of weeks to get them back. So
Yeah.
but that is some of the stuff that I have. Yeah.
Awesome, man. That's so cool. Dude,
he's not showing his popcorn buckets because that's going to be a whole entire show by itself. Because he's got loads of buckets.
All right, real quick, Chris. Fantastic Four buckets or Superman buckets? Which ones are you more excited for?
So I'm excited for Fantastic Four. So I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that because so when I went last year, oh man, they're crazy. So I got a whole plan to get the Galactus bucket. I'm trying to see if I can get 2 while I'm there. I might have to bring an extra suitcase just to fit the other one. I'm trying to plan all this like right now.
That's awesome, man. So who would you like to shoot it to next?
Let's go with Raven.
Let's go.
Sure. Hey, Right. For anybody in here that doesn't know me, I'm Raven. I'm part of TRU Media Group, also a moderator on the VV official Discord, and recently hit level 100 on VV. So I'm super excited about that. But it's also kind of funny at the same time because before VV, I wasn't a collector at all. And now I'm sitting in a room that has shelving and walls for collectibles and comics, and then the insane amount of collectibles and comics I have in the VV app and on other platforms is kind of crazy. So yeah, it all started with VV though. VV changed me a little bit. And I'm going to just kind of share part of my collection, one special part. Can you share it for me? Thank you.
There you go.
So this is one wall in my room that's kind of dedicated to my grandpa. And the story behind this is the picture on the bottom left there was a day I went to visit my grandpa in his retirement living home. And he's sitting outside wearing his Hulk t-shirt. And I remember thinking, oh, I need to take a picture of him with Hulk. But I kind of like hesitated for a second. I wasn't sure. Should I take it? Shouldn't I? And anyways, I took it. I'm so glad I did because I think it was a couple months after this he passed away. And from the moment he passed away, I was like, I really want that 1925 Incredible Hulk collectible. And I tried for months. I checked the market every day. I found the owner. I tried to contact him, couldn't contact him. And it just kind of went on and on for a few months. And I was really struggling in those few months after he'd passed away because I didn't feel any connection. I didn't feel him around anymore. And I was really struggling with it. Like I thought there would be signs and I just thought I would feel something. And then I think it was about 3 or 4 months later, I had this dream where it was so vivid and it was my grandpa and I just remember him kissing me on the cheek, like not once, twice, but 3 times. Like I could feel the stubble of his face. And I just remember waking up feeling so happy that like he came to me in my dream. And then that morning I went on the app, did the usual check for the Hulk, and 1925 was sitting there. Oh, it's hard to tell the story still, even after I've said it so many times. Was sitting there on the floor, and it freaked me out, blew my mind. Anyways, I purchased it. I have it, and that is why it is so special to me. And I have the Disney variant of the Incredible Hulk as a placeholder. Hopefully one day I will have an original copy of the Incredible Hulk #1 sitting there. And then today I was just playing around with the little AI generator and did this.
Oh,
and this just
look at that.
blew my
That's
mind.
So cool.
That's so
So, yeah,
cool.
there you go. That is my little story of my grandpa. And it was all possible, because of Vivi. And yeah, it just means so much to me.
Your eyes are watery, not mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
It's
Okay.
a beautiful story. Well, thank you, Raven, for sharing.
That was awesome, Raven.
Yeah. Always gives me chicken skin when you tell that story.
So who do you want to shoot to next, Raven?
Let's pass it to D.
Let's go.
Oh no. It's like, when you're in class and you're not making eye contact with the teacher because you don't want to get called. Okay, so I guess it's me. I have just a couple things. So I just want to give a shout out also to Davo. Because not only did he do the WebV collective prints, he also did one for us.
That's special.
Yeah, and this is very special. This is the 2nd edition. He does have a 1st edition. So he actually messaged us when he was working on the 1st print, and he wanted to make it very special. But then we found out we were having our son, and so he included him on here in the this is like us as superheroes. We love DC, and so he depicted us as our favorite superheroes. So obviously we got Kenan with the Batman, me with Wonder Woman. Our daughter is Miss Punchline, and our son is little cute Superman. And he like did this whole thing, like he even signed it, and he even has the COA, and we also got the digital versions of it. So just want to give a shout out to Davo for doing that. And we didn't ask him to do it too. He was like, out of the kindness of his heart, he made that for us. So I want to give a shout out to him all the way from the Southern Hemisphere. Also, we got a package from Raven. I believe it was late last year, sometime, and we got a bunch of goodies. Thank you, Raven. All the chocolates like went really fast. You guys have some good stuff up in Canada. But one thing that was included was this. I thought it was really cute. One of her kiddos drew that. And it's very special because obviously Batman. So that's really special to us. And another thing, kind of going all over the place. So for people who know Double Quill, she is a great blog writer in the VB community. So I got to meet her last year at the DrKinon in Vegas, and she went out of her way. She made her own like personalized pins to give away to people.
She did.
And so yours, Hinano, is Hinano got number 1. He got mint number 1.
We love you, DQ.
And so I got mine here. It's kind of hard to focus, but it's her. You know, her character on her blogs. So this is another one in my collection, my personal collection. And I just love these little Break Bear things. So I couldn't afford, the huge ones that everyone was waiting in line for. But I got this because guess what? Free 99 is awesome. So yeah, I'm going to be starting this collection, hopefully, they'll have more this coming year. And then also, this is really special to me because I love Wonder Woman. And sometimes you're with your friends on Whatnot and you're like trying to snipe stuff and fight with them on who gets to bid the highest for a specific book. So I got some books in from Key Comics. Also, shout out to him. He's going to have a show later today at 5 p.m. PST on Whatnot. So I got a couple books from Key Comics, and then inside of it was a bonus book from Biggest Bro, because he knows how much I love Wonder Woman, and it's this one right here.
I love those skin variants.
Yes. So this is very special. Shout out to you, Big Bro. Thank you very much, brother. I love it. And just one more thing, and I swear I'll pass it off. So I got this box in Wheels. I got my box. I did not open it till right now. I got a note. It was like backwards, but
no, we can see it.
Okay, it's just backwards to me. So I won a giveaway from him. Oh no, kidding. I got an extra thing in the box.
What is that?
This is Bosk. I'm not that knowledgeable in Star Wars, so forgive me, but this is really cool. So it's this character in the...
Oh, it's a fig pin.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's number 929. I don't know out of how many, but 929. So I won a VV light.
Really?
Yeah.
You want a light?
I want a light.
That's the first I've heard of this.
Oh, yes, I want a light, hon. We want a light.
Oh, we want a light.
Look.
Whoa.
Oh, that's dope.
That is dope. You had that thing hidden the whole time.
It was in the box that
Oh,
was
cool.
in your office. I just never opened the box till today. But here it is.
That's cool.
That's
cool,
awesome.
Wheels. That's cool.
Yeah,
Did Wheels
thank
make
you.
that himself? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, he had a bunch that he's been like gifting and doing giveaways. on Oz's channel, Get to the Comics. Oh, it's a USB. So if I plugged it, no, I don't want to take down my stream. If you see me disappear, it's because of the light. But yeah, this is really cool. Thank you, Wheels. Thank you, Oz.
Too much power.
Yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you everybody for coming to the show.
All right. And who would you like to shoot it over to next, D?
Let's go with the vegan.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
I will quickly run through some of my stuff that I've been collecting recently and, stuff that I've been getting addicted to recently.
Nice.
Start off with the first item. This was at New York Comic Con.
Ooh.
It's just fun going around, buying a comic book, running around and getting Dan and David's signature, and then also getting the writer's signature and then submitting it. So this was my first book that I ever submitted to CGC.
Wow.
That's a nice book, man.
And then another story from, this one was from San Diego Comic-Con, chasing down Todd McFarlane, and then also the writer as well for Rat City.
Nice.
#1.
Love that cover.
And then I've also started buying some shoes, which I never used to do that before, but I got into Dot Swoosh. Started buying some of their shoes that they drop.
Ooh.
This is the Kaisenet collab. And then what else do we got here? Vivi's turned me into a little bit of a junkie for Tarzan. Every time I'm at the comic book store and I hit the dollar bin and buy all the Tarzans I can.
Nice.
Also hanging out on the VV Discord too much. They're getting me into Magic the Gathering cards now.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Oh,
This one is compliments of Mahalo. He does some live rippings in the VV Discord.
That's cool.
What else do I have here? Oh yeah, this guy just came in the mail.
Labubu!
Oh,
And I'm gonna go ahead and rip it open right now.
Let's go.
nice.
Oh,
Secret rare. Rare.
What is like the best thing to get in there? Are there different rarities?
Yes, so the secret rare is gonna be the best one to get. They are labeled on the side of the box there.
Oh, okay.
you gotta yell "Labubu" really loud if you get it.
La boo boo. Good luck.
Oh, I got luck. That works.
Let's go.
That's the one I actually wanted, actually. Besides the secret rare.
Nice. Let it rip.
I love the packaging.
Live unboxing. Unbagging.
Ooh.
Ooh, La Boo Boo.
Ozzy.
So cute.
It's soft.
There you go.
Never had one before, so thanks to the VV Discord for degenning into bunches of stuff like Pokemon cards when they drop.
Oh, prismatic. Let's go.
Is there a story behind that?
Just Lippy in the Discord's got me into Pokemon. He just lets you know when the drops are happening. So if you guys want to know, just hang out in the VV Discord.
I gotta go for a Labubu drop with y'all one time.
Oh, they're so hard to get.
I know. That's
Very
why it's
hard
fun.
to get.
I'm confused on the Labubu.
Me too. Last shout out. This was a giveaway that I won from Key Comics.
Nice.
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh,
And he's so nice. He gives nice handwritten letters too.
With a stamp.
That is sweet.
But I think that's it.
That's awesome. Yeah, see, you put me to shame because I have this little dude, and you got like,
You got
just the big
Labubu.
ones. No,
No,
he's got like
them
the
all in
whole
back.
thing set in the back right there. That
Yeah,
is
he's
cool.
like, I only have a little bit of things. It's like, yeah, what's that behind?
We'll probably get more in Vegas this year to add to that
Oh, yeah.
collection. Well, that's awesome.
Luckily, I drive, so I'll be able to carry them all back in the car.
You have
we're
trunk
meeting up
space.
this year. We're meeting up this year. Maybe we'll rent a
Yes.
U-Haul together.
I gotta do the zip line too. I've never done it.
Oh, there you go. Just don't do it after a night of going out.
Yeah, maybe we should all do it before Arcade's after party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You cannot
definitely.
talk me into doing that zip line whatever. So
You need a recovery day after
yeah.
Kid Arcade's party.
All right,
Zip
Biggie,
line
who do you want to
too.
shoot to next?
Let's go with. Are you showing something, the biggest bro?
Yeah, I got a couple things, just 2 things, and then I'm done. I can go real quick. Let's go.
All right, let's show you.
All
You're
right,
next.
cool. Well, I have 2 things. I used to have a bunch of things, but then I also have a mom who likes to clean up stuff, so then I don't have any more things. But it's okay, right? So I do have this one cover right here. It is Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man 1000, signed by Peach Momoko 9.8. That was a giveaway I got from Key Comics. One of my first signature slabs. Very proud of that thing. And that got me started into buying comics and getting in trouble with my budget and stuff. So that's fun. Yeah. And then I have this one here. I've shown it before, but it is an autograph of Michael Jackson thing. When I was a child, I met Michael Jackson, and he was amazing. He was cool. And as a kid, I didn't know any better, so I signed it too, and I said, "Thank you, Michael Jackson." Like he was going to read it at that point, but obviously, he'll never see that. But yeah, I thought that I thought I could write him a thank you note. That's how I was as a kid. Thank you notes, I was down. So yeah, there goes mine. There's mine. Yeah, let's go.
Thank you, big bro.
And I'm gonna shoot it to Dr. Kenan because I can't wait. Like, there's certain people like I can't wait. Like Dr. Kenan, like yeah. What are you gonna show us, my friend?
Thank you. So yes, I have a few things. I think I'm gonna break it up into 3 parts. I feel like I could show for a while. I wanted to point out, by the way, I own the full set of Elektra digital collectibles on VV. So there you go.
Oh,
Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah.
Flex.
So there you have it.
flexing.
Electra needs her own stream.
So I think I started collecting when I was a kid. Like I was really into Micro Machines and Ninja Turtles and all that stuff. But as the biggest bro was saying, like, you go to college, you move away, whatever, things get cleaned up, dropped off at Goodwill or whatever. So you lose some things. But I really started to intentionally collect. I think during my 4th year of college, I saw Rocky for the first time, and it just like really resonated with me. And at the time I was a resident advisor, so it became my hall theme, and the students really resonated with Rocky, because college is hard, right? So one quote that I really like, and he says it in the last movie, Rocky Balboa, that came out, I believe, in 2006. He says, nothing's going to hit as hard as life, but it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done, right? So I was really inspired by that, and I just started picking up a bunch of Rocky collectibles to put around my dorm room and apartment. So this is like a funny one. And I actually have a bunch of duplicates of this, and I think I have 3 total, and 1 is in my office. So
this just reminded me of Arby's. We've got the meat.
Yeah. Then I have some special editions. So like one of 1800.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So this is after the first fight. Okay, I have a bunch, so I'm gonna kind of go quick. This is one of 500.
Whoa.
So Rocky 4 when he's doing the training.
Yeah.
And then classic, another one of 18. You remember that? He's doing the commercial.
That's cool.
Okay. And then just a couple more, and then I'll move on to my part 2. Hulk Hogan.
Dude.
Rocky 3.
Hulk Hogan.
One problem with physicals, though, like these have traveled around with me a lot, and they get kind of damaged over time.
Yeah.
But, they're still cool. Okay, so Rocky 4. Okay, and one more, and then
Nice.
Nice. Love this one.
That is rad.
so it's super fun. And again, one thing I've been trying to do, because I've always had a lot of interest, you know, when I was a kid, I was always into Blizzard games, Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, and so I have a bunch of collectibles like that. I have a bunch of books and cards and all that sort of stuff, and I try to tie that back in with my kids. So I don't know if any of you, well, some of you know, we just had another baby, so I'm the father of
Congrats.
4 boys. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so my oldest is turning 8 in October, so I have all these kids, and I have a lot of cool stuff to share. So I'm always trying to tie that back in to my kids. So in fact, I actually own a bunch of these action figures, so maybe I'll give some away at some point. But I opened probably like 25% of them, so the kids can play with them.
That's awesome.
You know, because you got to play with some of them.
You got to play with your toys.
Yes.
And then part 2 is when I left grad school, I got really into Magic the Gathering. So it's funny, Vegan, you were mentioning Magic the Gathering. So I was super into it. Like literally almost every day after work, I would go to a tournament somewhere. So one of my favorite decks is Modern Junk. I don't know if anyone knows Modern Junk, but like Liliana the Veil, right? I don't know if you could see some of those.
Very shiny.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
So a bunch of them are maybe I'll hold them one at a time. Does anyone know
Oh,
Liliana the Veil?
No,
I
but
don't.
it's a nice looking card.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, like it's been so much fun, and I played so much. I have so many decks. I have a cube, which I would, you know, if we all ever meet up, if you have a cube, basically 16 people could play, so it's pretty exciting. So I would love to cube with people. But during my paternity leave, so I took a month off work, I was able to sit down with my kids, and I taught them how to play Risk, so that was fun, and I taught them how to play Magic the Gathering, you know, like simpler decks. So they became masters at you know, the zombie deck, you know. So
Cool.
yeah, so again, like that's one of the themes of what I'm trying to do. Here, let me just show you the key card because it's the best. If anyone knows about Magic, Goblin Bushwhacker. It allows every single creature to attack the turn that is played if it's kicked, right? Which is huge, and it gives each creature +1 attack. So again, it's one of my interests. I have a huge Magic collection. I love going to the Grand Prix when I can, but I haven't in a long time. But again, I'm glad I'm able to share it with my kids. So getting involved in cryptocurrency and digital collecting has been awesome. And one thing I've tried to do is I've tried to find physicals of digitals, right? So I think I've shown this before. So I don't know if you all recognize this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Hot Girl, what's my mint number? 780 out of 3,000. That's not bad, right? So so there you go. So there's Hot Girl, and of course Hot Girl's on Vivi. This is probably my favorite, well, one of my favorite resin statues.
Oh yes.
Very cool. Yes.
So she's on Vivi. I'll give you all a mint number because I know 410. There you go.
I love that collectible.
Yeah, it's a great collectible.
Beautiful collectible.
And just little stuff like, let's see, approximates zombie Captain America.
Nice.
I own 25 on Vivi, and I have them all set up in my Viviverse because you can't just have one zombie, right?
He's got a horde.
Yeah, we need a horde.
Yeah, you need a horde for sure. And then I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan, and I also like Spider-Man, so this is the perfect Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay.
You're putting us to shame here, Doc.
Oh,
Yeah, look at all the Funkos on the behind him too.
Oh
know,
yeah,
we
you
could
see a couple
put us a
missing.
tape.
Those are the ones I'm showing. And then this one I feel like totally looks like the Marvel Mighty.
Oh yeah.
Oh
dude.
yeah, we have that one.
We have that one.
Okay. Let's see.
Movies collection. All
And
this.
then I wanted to point this out and thank you all. When I
Oh,
was
wow.
on Aloha Friday the first time, Dian Hamano surprised me with this comic book, which is awesome. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, like huge. Well, I guess you see the helmets, and I guess if you watch my content, you probably know that already. But this was definitely really appreciated. This is my first graded comic, and I actually didn't get into reading comic books until I started to collect on Vivi. At first I was like, oh, this is interesting. People collect these and they can gain in value. And then I actually started to read them in augmented reality and then on my iPad with my kids, and like, wow, this is actually really cool. So one series we just finished is Spider-Boy.
Nice.
And
nice.
we're just like reading pretty much anything Star Wars that comes out on Vivi, we grab and read it. So
That's awesome.
yeah. Any questions for me? I kind of put together a nice little
Do you
three-parter
collect
from
any-
different seasons of my life. But again, the ultimate theme is like, collect, but also interact with the collectibles. And one thing I'm trying to do is share that with my kids. And that's why I started the YouTube channel, because that really gives us a reason to hop into the Viviverse or the McFarlane Toys viewer app and create like little 10-minute build videos and actually interact with the digital collectibles. And a secondary reason is just to promote the digital collecting space. I think more people should jump in. It's really awesome. So
Yeah, I love what you're doing with the AR in your shorts and stuff like that. It's really awesome, man. And then all the stuff you're doing with the Vverse and your kids, it's really, really cool.
Yeah. It's wholesome content, and I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Kenan.
Thanks, man. All right, David, I think you are up, my friend.
Wow, that's amazing show so far, by the way. So for me, many of you probably know I collect all sorts of things, being in retail business myself for over 27 plus years. A lot of the product that many of you have brought up really resonate with me, from magic, action figures, comic books, and what I decided today to show and tell is all the things, not all the things, some of the things that you have seen in my background right now are things that I have collected throughout the journey of Vivi. We done a lot of live shows in DrKinon or Comic Cons or some of our events. So today I'm going to showcase some of the cool stuff that myself or Dan were given, and just a bit of warning is that not everything is here. I basically placed a few bits and pieces because I got cabinets and display cabinets full of cool stuff from you guys. What I'm going to start off is a couple important pieces I thought was quite cool. A lot of people put a lot of effort in, and then I'm going to showcase what I got given and I collected during the Lisbon and London show. So there's a couple of pieces I thought was quite cool. This one here, it says every journey begins with a drop. So they made it
so cool.
box. And obviously behind me there's like Funko Pops, there's and there's gift from artists themselves as well. So you probably have seen on my up here, Ron English did that logo for us. Behind me there's more. Over there's some stuff from Gary Basement, and there's this beautiful carpet. Someone
that's nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very, very soft. It's like the silk finish. So moving to the London and Lisbon shows, they start off with few cool T-shirts, and there are literally, maybe 100 different T-shirts we've given over the years. I thought this one's very cool. They actually came
Wow.
from the community. It's got the gold and silver logo, the Ecomi logo, the sticker. The German basically turn up with their own uniform. So yeah, I think one of them give me their one. Tribesman from London decided last minute to fly over, and he did a to Lisbon, but I think he given me this one in London. So what he does is he does a lot of these AR user generated content, and then he puts together and prints them out to give them away. What have you not? And other things I
Nice
got
shirt.
in London, I did go to Picture Q's studio. The day I visited was the 25th of May, 2025. So he inscribed for me and also put the dates on it. So that was pretty special.
Palindrome.
I do collect a few of his artwork, and many of you probably know he's on Vivi as well. This came from a fan in London.
Oh wow,
That's beautiful.
This was one of his favorite artists. Now, I did get the comic books
hey,
as well. There was I
Webby
think
man.
edition 5 of that and number edition 4 of that. So that's very cool. And they do come in very nice certificate and pack. Other cool things I got, I thought was very special. I did see Simone from Tokidoki in Las Vegas, and this is the first. Many of you probably know he recently done a mascot for the Vatican City. So he signed this one for me. It's the first ever one signed and was available. So that was cool.
Wow.
And then we were at Lisbon. Jacob from
Elmon?
Yeah, basically given me one of the sterling silver.
That.
Oh, that's nice.
That was very, very cool. And now coming up some cool stuff. Dive Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dive?
Mm.
Mate,
yeah.
They're actually legal tender stamps.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I'm a huge stamp collector, so means a lot. I am gonna try to work out a way I can stick one of these on and with a New Zealand stamp and send it to Dan for Christmas.
Cool.
Really
He also
cool.
did this painting over here on my left hand side.
I was gonna ask the story of that painting.
Whoa, it's you in the U.
So it's a mirror. This is the second one I believe he made. Yeah, it's in a beautiful frame mirror. Very, very special, very collectible because it's probably one of one. Now, in Lisbon, we had Sanjay came and presented us with a couple collectible that were light boxes. One of them was a special group that he's put together for the Marvel, and I believe there's maybe 39 or 40. They do come with a USB cable stick, so it does light up. So it's got my mint number there.
Wow.
And there was a very special gift he did bring over, and shout out to Jan from Germany. There's a beautiful note he written, so I won't read it out. But Jan, I'm gonna write to you so I can be on your guest speaking on your show.
Sweet, nice.
Let's go, Jan.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
So these are very cool. Yeah, but over the year, these are the most true, meaningful collections for me. Is gift from a collector of ours to us, which means everything to me. So just a lot of you probably think we get the gift and it doesn't get traveled back to New Zealand. They do. I packed them very well and bubble wrapped and in my office or gallery in beautiful space. But some of the cool stuff that I thought, that we'll be doing, coming up, I'd like to show a couple pieces with you guys to share some, other collectible that we're thinking to bring out. And I was actually given yesterday as a gift from an amazing New Zealand company that we have been working with on some products coming out. It's not announced, and I wasn't sure if I should really talk about it, but hey, no one's stopping me, and it's the weekend.
I promise I won't say nothing.
I got this one sent to me by the CEO of Ogora, which is basically a subsidiary, a spin-off company of New Zealand Mint. They make beautiful, precious metal collectibles like coins, what have you not. And inside this one is actually a true 1 ounce VV one of one.
Whoa!
Yeah, I thought
That
this
is
was very
cool.
And I was actually yesterday thinking, wouldn't it be cool if every gold and silver logo holder gets one of these? So I'm actually coming up with a reason and way we can deliver true digital collectible for both for and also for awards, rewarding our customers. So yeah, so this is very cool. What a
That
lovely
is cool, guys.
You have one of one on it, so if you guys can see it.
Nice.
Other things that I thought, I was going through the boxes and I found a fig pin, a purple one. I didn't even know if the purple one has been released. It actually says VV first on it. So I opened
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A VV-verse one.
Yeah, and what we have done now is once you open the boxes, the redemption code, without giving it away, is actually at the rear. I blocked out the number.
Wow.
Ooh.
I do love purple. That's my favorite color, by the way.
Yeah, so we are going to look for, a
Me
lot of
too.
you probably already collected the blue one, the green one, the red one, the orange one. Here's the purple one you will need to complete. And I think there's only a limited one of these. This is very, very cool. And then, hey, I'm really about this.
He's so giddy.
Many of you probably in Auxerre in France, we did a Homo Gazella. So we got a series of the new ones.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Fro bro, are you looking, Fro bro?
I am.
So one of my favorite artists, Meg
Wow.
Bondet. So we're gonna figure out how we're gonna release this digital. We do have a few shows coming up towards the end of this year. I think with our 5th birthday celebration we got coming, which I think we have decided we're gonna run it at Las Vegas with the Designer Con because that's where we started.
Nice.
And it's a venue I think everyone can get to. So very, very excited to share some of collections that all built by communities to be part of the collection. So thank you guys so much. I'm speechless every time I get something. I mean, there's Arizona wood of VV. Yeah. This one is pretty cool.
Oh no!
This one actually was given to me by Radiant Omi, his username. He is actually, I think, a radiologist or a doctor some sort. He basically put together all these through
X-ray.
the X-ray shots
Wow.
and patients, and it actually spells out Phoebe. So there's actually a lot of cool stuff we get given, and the collection just continue to build. So hopefully you guys enjoy that little segment of show and tell. And this is all really about you guys. You guys are part of some of the most important part of my life and my journey in collecting. And I never thought Phoebe will be connecting people and communities and people with like-minded across all the world. So thank you guys so much. yeah, and keep it up, keep the journey going.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's
Thank
so
you, David. I gotta say, so Raven was not 100% sure she was coming to Vegas this year, but I think
I think I have to do whatever I can to make it happen.
Let's go.
It'll be fun. I think it will be great to to have all of you guys make it over there. It will be a massive event. We're still working on what's going to happen. So we'll start putting out news out there. There'll be some crafting happening. And we have decided we will be doing one of the US t-shirts with the US flag on it. So there'll be
Let's go. Let's go.
Because I know a lot of you guys FOMO around the UK flag collectible and the Portugal flag. So we got a whole series coming out of them.
Nice. Series.
Yeah.
Need that Canadian one.
Yes. Wow.
Sooner or later. David, that is awesome. Thank you for showing us that collection of yours right here. I know we still got some time with you, so I kind of wanted to kind of throw it at you to ask us some questions. The whole idea with this, David, is for you to interact with people that maybe you're not able to connect with because they haven't seen you in real life. So now's the time to ask any question while we still have you here.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, and I hear a few times over this this moment that a lot of you guys were never actually a big collector in certain things, whether it's comic or toys, and Phoebe had brought you guys together. You know, a very important part is for us is to understand, you know, the things that you guys love and things that it's important to you. You know how, and Phoebe is probably important to a lot of you guys because it brought you guys together as friendship, as part of that community. You know, what else, you know, a lot of them is what else can we do more? We in a very special position. We're very thankful that the community is part of that whole entire journey and that collectible thing. If there's a lot more we can do, you know, I'd love to hear from you guys what you'd like to see on Vivi, what some of the gamification you think we could be offering. I know we have that Vivi first coming. A lot of that gameplay will be sitting in that platform. But if there's anything else you think we can be part of it and bring it true to life, obviously there's no promises going to be made on the show, but I'd like to hear your thoughts and maybe understand a little bit about what you think of the recent quality of our collectibles are heading into. We worked tirelessly to get our collectibles to a new level. And another really important part is how we're going to be bringing digital into it, because I really do believe that a lot of collectors out there, you guys started off with physical. So, and that convergence with that digital, you know, we need to be more appealing. And that's why we're working so hard on it. Whether it's something with a store value, like I have shown in precious metal, to characters and artists that you love, to do collabs. And I know there's a group of fans out there who love the Phoebe logo and they start collecting the logo series because it's really important part of that journey for them. So like to hear all your feedback. Yeah, so like, you know, keen to discuss this with you.
I'll kick it off first, guys. So actually Delco asked something that I actually have something on my mind. He's asking plans for more music on Vivi, and I'm actually someone that would love to have more music on Vivi. Now, what that looks like, I'm not really sure. I'm sure there's a licensing hurdle you have to go through, but can we see music come in anytime soon or in the future, Dave?
Yes. So we are. You are correct. The music is a very tricky bit, and the music side of our business is carved out called Vivi Vibes. the Fifi Vibes is really around how do we make that digital music collectible more interesting and more interactive. Some of the hurdles that we get predominantly is with the studios, the publishers, and the writers and the singers. So you need a lot of talents to gain approval. And one of the key part is about distribution. You know, those mediums, how it's being sent out. If you guys are on Spotify or you're on YouTube or if you're on some of the social media, the royalty splits are very different and are very much used in different cases. With EV, the key aspect is that you own that collectible that attach that music to it. Become more sensitive and complex when the deal is being done. We are working through a couple other. We will be trialing with a couple other options with our own Fifi production type of music coming out. So stay tuned on that. We'll be announcing more with our newsletters going out, but you will see a lot more. And we're going to try it differently. We're going to try some with digital.
Cool.
Would it go with a record or would it go with a vinyl? Would it go out with a collectible toy with that music attached to it? And fans out there, you probably know, for example, the Blackpink, it would have been lovely to have that music running in the background. But the complexity of it is that the studio who publisher is different in the talent and the writers are totally different, and the way it's distributed it's completely another type of agreement. So it's not like you sign with YG, for example, you'll get all the right automatically to all the music libraries of these talents. So that's why, and we understand that, and we, you know, moving forward, we're going to see how we can make that product more attractive. And there are some collectible that will be coming out with beautiful music that you guys will have. If you're growing up with nostalgia-ness, that, you know, some of the song coming out with collectible will resonate with you. Yeah, so we're working on all that.
Awesome. Delco, I hope you heard that. He's one of he's an affiliate at TRU Media, but he's also a really big music fan. So I know that's something that he's looking forward to on the project as well. I got one more question. I'm going to pass it off to the community over here. We were recently on a live stream with Fanable, Aaron Knowles. I believe he took the role from Sergio, and he was asking us the same question that you're asking as well, in terms of how can we improve the project and what can we do to kind of like, you know, get more participation. And I was thinking, just kind of broadly, it would be so cool for them to kind of team up with you guys. So where if you bought a case and you got a specific comic, if you open that case, then they would get the digital version that they could read from Vivi, because they can never open those, right? Depending, because it's all encapsulated or it's in their vault or something like that. So would it be safe to say that you guys could probably do something like that in the future?
Yeah. The idea of the vault storage, actually a major vault company approached me even in 2019, tried to come up a way how to do it properly. And certainly going down what you talked about is they see a lot of their fans will be storing that physical product in vault, and they will never really have that opportunity to have that utility, and how we can help to mirror that. And certainly is something that we should be looking more into. And I see these type of operations become more and more going popular. Some of them have recently become very viral, that you get the opportunity to go through that blind box to pull a very beautiful graded whatever slab with a signature on it or a very unique artwork, and they become more and more valuable. But for Vivi has always become how we can add more utility on it. So definitely, and you know, and moving into that next stage is that Viviverse. How can Viviverse also help and play parts in that? You know, it'd be amazing if if there's some true one day, even just allow my own mind, Venable will have a Venable 3D VV space, VV space, where all that is shown, how it works in the background, and fans can go and interact there. But definitely we should connect with them to look for good opportunity partnerships. Some of these major things, the hurdle is around the publishers, because the publishers kind of the rights, how do we go back retrospective to add another rights into certain product that tags on with that utility. So amazing idea, need to work out the logistic and supply chain, how it will really work. And also I totally can see this if Dan's is watching us right now going, don't promise them, we don't know how the tech's going to work yet.
Not promising nothing. We're just talking out loud.
Yeah, but the truth part is that eventually all the collectible will somehow have a digital asset tie into it. And Venable and company similar to it is really tying a digital authenticity and provenance behind it. And VV is a company that believe in that utility, reading that AR, that VV first. So there'd be other companies that we're working with, and we will be announcing some of the partnerships what we're working on that will give you that. I won't use the word full interruptible, but some sort of interruptible into gamifications, back and forward, and the idea how award and digital asset can be utilized across different platforms. So stay tuned. There's a lot more.
Wow.
Awesome, guys. We have 10 minutes more of David. I'm gonna go around. Does anybody want to answer David's question? Please.
I wouldn't mind jumping in there if that's okay.
Go ahead, Raven.
So when I started collecting on VV, I was kind of all over the place and collected everything, anything. I didn't really have a direction. But then I found myself more drawn to the art. And I would there's so many amazing, talented people in this community. I would love to see them have a platform to share their art. I think that would be pretty amazing to see.
Yeah. So Raven, and that's what VV's about. So the curator program, I'm excited to see Devo's work to be published on VV. And that whole idea, what you just talked about, is around that user-generated content. You guys, the community, are all part of the greater ecosystem of VV, and how you can be part of it, because you can imagine why some of these gaming platforms, they really go viral. Is if I was making a game and I was promoting it, and that there's 70 of you guys, and eventually 700 of you guys out there promoting VV about your own project, whether if it's like a Kickstarter style, whether if it's promoting your artwork, it will just will make our platform become viral. And that's basically what we ultimately would like to see. And hopefully we'll tie something into the VV first, that how that user generated content will help that.
I have a question, if it's okay.
Yes.
I really love how VV has been really involved in the community with the giveaways of watching people's channels and doing the AR contests and stuff like that. I was thinking maybe at one of the cons or something of that nature, you can set up a room, right? And in my belief, I think a lot of where we're going to get people coming in here is through the AR feature and actually being there with your collectibles and stuff like that. And I was wondering if maybe you can set up a room and you can have different people set up like their room in AR, right? And then there's a way where you could, like, even if they're not there, you can take your phone and be in AR and see like their experience, right? Or maybe if you're at a Comic-Con and you want to hide stuff throughout the building, you put like let's put like a Todd over here. Once you find a Todd, send a screenshot where you found the Todd and stuff like that, like kind of like a gamification kind of thing for like when we come visit and stuff like that. But think any of that maybe in the works.
Yeah. So the technology is actually available, but I think it will require the user to print out their QR code and somehow place it on the floor, so anyone that comes around your space can scan the QR and generate that room that you have decorated. So the technology is available. We just need to figure out how we do it securely and effectively, with no lagging, etc. I definitely have seen some AR code generated using positioning with your phone to do that. I'll look into it furthermore. Yeah.
Right on.
Nice. That's exciting stuff, man. There are lots of things happening.
Yeah. And we have so much on the works. But now, like I say, we had a very busy first half of the year, and within the company. Now I feel a little bit more in a position to freshen up and really take that challenge for the next 6 months to deliver some of our key deliverables. But very excited to continue to see the quality, not just in the collectibles, the offering, even the physical that I had just briefly show you what's coming out. It's definitely going to be game changer for us.
Awesome. Dr. Kenan, I seen you had a question.
Yes, I do have a question. I want to make a statement first, though. I just made a video inspecting the new Jubilee. My favorite is the uncommon, and I love, if y'all look, her eyes are moving.
Yes.
And now I need to go back and look at my other digital collectibles to see if their eyes are moving. But I think this is the first time. But the uncommon Jubilee, in my opinion, is awesome. So thank you. You're all doing a great job. And so my question is, has Vivi considered working with Disney Plus Perks? That's a new program, and I know Pinnacle's working with them. So, thank you.
Yes. The Pinnacle pin trading technically is a Disney program on its own. And you probably only see the Disney items IP on it. Phoebe chosen the route to go down with multiple IP and licenses is a key path. So, with the Disney perks and just with Disney Plus, pretty much will mean we need to isolate all the other IP. It's something that I'm not huge fan. I'm all about having everything living in one app and having all the collectibles in the offering. I mean, you will never just want to read one type of comic publishers on VV. You want to be experiencing new things. Definitely I see what others are doing. But I'm very much in line with, multiple licensed properties getting released for our fan. But it is a good idea. We will probably start thinking how we can be part of another program that these licenses are running. And it's not just about the Disney, it's about the greater studios that we have on our platform as well.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense.
David, how are you doing on time before someone else goes?
I'm okay. I can do another 10 minutes or so.
Perfect, because I know you wanted to stay for the movie. That's only 3 minutes long, so I'll make sure we can cap it. But go ahead, Fro.
David, I got a quick question for you, guys. But yeah, thanks again for coming on and hanging out with us and showing us your collectibles. Super cool, good times. Look forward to seeing you again in person and hanging out. So for the VV Diorama, the dance floor, the SR, whose idea was it to put photos of the NYC, I guess, meetup on there? Because that's cool. Like
Fro, by the way, I love the gold and silver logo frame in behind you. And I love how you love Electra. So we have one, maybe possibly two Electra collectors on this channel, loving it. I know lots of people is giving, when we first brought it out, they kind of didn't like it. I love it. Now, going back to your question is, I only learned it the first time, and I actually on my IG I use my thumb and finger actually enlarged it and saw the photo. I thought that was so funny. But what we are gonna look at doing is, VV is just starting to bring out its own IP diorama. We are gonna be doing some of these our own IP with diorama that will be dropping eventually exclusively on Stackart using Omi to purchase at a much more scarcity, more scarce editions. So I just want to let people out there know that we kind of wanted to try some of our own IP. We have seen many success from company who doing them. One example, you brought out Labubu, Popma. I remember meeting the team and the executive and the founders back in 2017, 18, even in the earlier than that, as a toy retail shop. And some of their IP owner and artists is actually personal friends of mine. And seeing that tremendous growth and understand that when you build a community, you build a fandom, you're able to produce your own IP and make and thrive on it and have that community behind you to thrive. So we definitely looking a lot more. So the first few that's come out, we want to make it interesting and fun. We want to see how popular it is. And more importantly, around that diorama is we want people to be building things in their VV first. We want you to be putting that stage in your home or building, fun rooms. You can imagine that it's unlimited what you can do once you have that. But for what you mentioned in the photo, it's the first time I saw it, and I did have to myself. It is very, very fun, and you'll see a lot more. It is a community project, in a way. You guys have made us who we are today, so we want to make sure we award you guys. We make things that's relevant with you guys, that narrative, that storytelling with you guys all included in our journey.
Awesome.
And I have one last comment after. It's from Bildo in the comments. David, he would like to hear a chat between two amazing New Zealand entrepreneur winners. I'm sure you've heard of Aaron McDonald. So yes. Is there going to be like a chance maybe in the future we can see a chat between the two of you? Yes.
I know of Aaron for a long time. And I'll say even going back to the mid 2018, I have been to their office a numerous time. In the early day, I was pitching to Aaron about VV and the digital collectible space. And it is very, I'm so happy that, I will say that two of the more innovative New Zealand, digital space are both based here. They're doing a tremendous work. The vertical they're going down is in a way it's have a little bit of similarity, but it is still quite different type of community, but amazing leaders at Future First. They actually not too far away from where I am. I think maybe about 7-8 minute drive. But New Zealand and Auckland is a very little place, so just keep that in mind. But I will reach out to him. Maybe we could do a panel or discussion, some sort. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. That'll be awesome and amazing to see when it does happen. Whew, we got some alpha today, guys.
Let's go.
Everyone's
David,
like
awesome.
speechless.
Yeah, everyone's speechless. Awesome, David. That's really cool that that we got to find all this out, and we really appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us today. You guys, you have any other questions for David or anything that you want to do to answer his question he kind of gave us at the beginning? Anybody else want to speak? Go ahead, Vegan.
Just one thing real quick. Just making the drops like fun, hard to get. You could do even random drop times, secret drop times. Pop Mart is doing that. Shake your blind box, and you can kind of see what it's not, and then you only get one shake. Just make it more entertaining, I guess. More hard to get a little bit.
Yes, I did have a good discussion with Dan this week. Is that how would it work if Phoebe could have that unboxing experience, and part of that experience is around users might not open them, and if they don't open them, therefore they don't know what rares or secret rare they're getting. One of the key part and challenge is that because everything is kind of through the blockchain, so if we tie that blind box to that sale, and if we assign some rarity to it, people will kind of know what that blind box unopened is an uncommon or secret rare. So we kind of need to just come up with ways with great logic that can work, make these unboxing more fun, and also how can people start collecting our open boxes and later on trade them. And I see that with physicals, it's a key part. Even with my Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, if I don't open it and I know the major the characters are not being pulled, those boxes become more and more valuable. So how do we have that authenticity and that confidence to ensure that population of these scarce collectibles, they somehow is known to the audience, but without knowing it's tied into certain unopened boxes. So that's one side. And like anything, as you can see, collectibles is still booming, and it's amazing that Labubu is doing so well because it's actually targeting an audience that it's very hard to get, and we're talking around that Gen Z, that youth, and the female audience, and so great to see that. Hey, there is actually a vast majority of collectors out there. Female love collecting as much as male. They just need to have a great IP that is relevant for them. So with Phoebe, we look at doing things that we can attract more of that bigger audience as well.
It took me 3 nights to score a Labubu.
And by the way,
I was trying 3 times in a row, and I just no luck whatsoever, and finally got one.
And just talk about Labubu. I do have 2 sealed cases. I noticed I have 2 sealed cases from 2000 and possibly even 17, 18 of the first version seal, and the very version actually came from Thailand. So your case box actually needs to have the Thai stickers on it with the importer stamp on it and with the PopMart stickers over to ensure it's the legitimate. I have actually 2 cases. I just found it the other day because I'm actually in the office and I discovered 2 brand new cases in beautiful cellophane seal, no edges being creased. So it's actually here. I might have to do one day a live stream opening to see if I get one of the secret rare. But it's funny how a collectible in the early days didn't really resonate with the community, and it become a phenomenon. I will call it. It's almost like a Beanie Baby Thai, gone era where everyone tried to get one, and it's so hard to get. But it's great. Collectible is just going through the roof still.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Anan. You're muted, Anan.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on the user growth topic, and I think that's important, right? As we look at the landscape and having your average users or people don't know about the project, or even NFTs and things like that. We want to grow that, right? I mean, all of us here, we're in it, but how about the rest of the folks out there? And I think like the Fro and Bro production, me and Fro, our idea and the way we enjoy it is using AR, right? We talked about that. And and using AR, you got to be almost, you know what you're doing. We make contents by making these little clips, little movies, putting these collectibles in there, and if we can, maybe that little bit with, because we're switching from using the vault, and then to that, the AR where you have to go to the bigger room, and if we can enhance the AR where it's a little bit user friendly for the average user, maybe that's going to help with, them using it more. For us, we've been using it, so it's not that hard. So I think if we can I don't know, concentrate a little bit on that, and have people use it on a regular, like they're not afraid of it. I think that might draw some more people in it. The more they use it, as the common person, I think that's gonna grow the space. That's basically how I feel. That's the reason why people like to use it, is because it's interactive. That's the whole point, right?
I totally agree with you. The AI component is the only way you can bring that true digital ownership alive, that you can actually, even up to today, a lot of time when people that I met in business meetings who have no idea what Vivi is, the best way of me telling that story is actually just bring a collectible out in AR and go, well, this is what I do. I sell digital collectibles of it. And what's your favorite character? And I'll bring it out, and then we'll go, oh my God, I kind of understand. People who love Lamborghini, you bring it out, you show them the door opening, the wings, and then you do that driving AR experience. They love it. So bringing that AR to be an ease and the speed of it's a very critical for us. So we are looking at multiple options, even with Viviverse. So we're looking at option how we can leapfrog the technology further to enhance that experience. So that's number one. And number two, that user growth that you talked about is really try to identify where we want to be in 3 to 5 year time. It's very hard to always try to play a catch-up game, or to go, well, we should have got that audience earlier. Even with company like PopMart, with Labubu, it's very hard to go, well, I'm going to make this product, it's going to be the next phenomenal. It's always when you deliver to the market and see what the market segment wants, then you realize you have a success. But overall, as in market, what we want is to see more project that's become successful, because more project that comes on and get more talked about, the more people will come into that segment. So for us now in VV, and especially for me, I'm very focused on that new generation, that Generation Z and the Alpha. What will they want to see and what's relevant? Because I mean, the biggest IP property out there is probably Minecraft. The biggest property IP out there could be Roblox or Fortnite. And you see more of these IP are pouring into that platform in the gaming, is because they see relevant, that audience want to see more, and they like to live in that metaverse. They like to play within that platform and game. So for VV is, how do we pour and how do we get more screen time in front of these people? It is the hardest segment to get because those things are super addictive. And the idea is, how can VV make relevant content for them to feel like they want to be part of that? So my take in collectible is, what, and if you look at Pokemon, it's the only collectible out there that is getting 3 tiers of generation of collectors out there, from your OG, your current customers, and your future growth customers. So how can Vivi to be on that, to get that 3 tier in front of that 3 tiers of generation of collectors out there? And that's how we have to build. When we're still in the very early stage, early age, of developing and building this business. Around October this year, November will be 5th birthday. There's company out there with 2 decades of if not 3 decades, like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, of learning curves. So we're learning on that. But I totally agree with you that we should be using the AI as one of our main drivers. And that's why we have put together that leaderboard. We have put together a program where the community can be part of that, to drive that and share that.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Anybody else any other questions? I take that as a no. Awesome. David,
I mean, I got lots of questions, but we don't have the time.
That's for the next show.
Okay. Well, David, before we get to the movie part and I kind of explain what's going on with that, anything you can kind of tell us on what's to come with Vegas, since that'll be kind of like the celebration for us all.
Yes. So the 3 shows that we have coming this year, where Phoebe will be having a booth within, is number 1, we have a Designer Con in Hong Kong for the first time. Designer Con is going to Hong Kong. And our idea was, we talked about last year, is how do we get a lot more APAC, Asian Pacific, from the Southeast Asia tour. So we're releasing some cool stuff in Designer Con Hong Kong. The second show that we're going to have is the New York Comic Con. Many of you guys will know we put on an event in New York, but this year we're going to do a bit different. We got a nice booth space secure, so we're just trying to work out the talent and the content we're putting in. And our big finale will be really around the Designer Con in Las Vegas. And why we started our first con, I think in 2021. Both myself and Dan wasn't there due to COVID restriction coming back. It is our 5th anniversary, so I really want to make that special. And the beauty around Designer Con is the band, the founders and Kevin, they love us. We love them. I'm a big fan of them, vice versa. So I think we can do a lot more there. So looking forward to see you guys there. These are the 3 in-person events that we have remaining for this year. So hope to see one of you, many of you will be in one of these events.
Blue Maserati at the booth?
Yeah. I don't even know how we managed to pull someone's Lamborghini there for that announcement. So Maserati.
I was thinking of Ferrari. So
yeah. But hopefully we Designer Con is I won't give too much away, because I think I'm already giving a lot away today. And I'm gonna get many messages on my phone shortly. I probably have without even looking at it.
I usually do this. I turn it this way.
Just ignore them.
Yeah,
I did. Before coming on, the marketing and the PR person had a call with me and go, this show and tell, what's it about? And I just go, wow, I'm just going to show and tell what I want to show and tell. They're probably going to be very surprised that I have show a few things that it's still in the bag. But listen, that's why we're here. We collect this. You want to be showing what's important to me.
Let's
and
go, David. I love that, man.
Jubilee dropping. That's very exciting. I actually had few Marvel comic artists send me messages to go, the model looks so amazing and so much fun. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoy that.
Well, we found out the eyes moved today. I didn't even know that. So let's go with that. And appreciate your time, David. David, before you go, we are going to debut our movie tonight called The Writer. And so let me give you an example what this is. When I was dabbling into AI videos, I wanted to kind of create something, but I'm not someone that just creates something on the fly. I need to come up with a vision board and I write scripts. So I wrote a script with my AI and it turned into this really beautiful story about this writer who's an alien who actually came to Earth disguised as a writer. to basically bring on Earth's impending doom. He's a surveyor, and there's an invasion on its way to pretty much decimate Earth. But he comes to Earth and he falls in love with a human. And so this movie is chapter 1 through 3, where you get to see the writer meet Lisa for the first time at this diner. And that's what this movie's about. It's a short film, guys. It's made through AI. It took me 8 hours to make this. It's about 3 minutes long. And the type of short films I like to do is I like to put music. I like action-packed. And then there's dialogue in between. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And David, this story I wrote, I was able to convert it to where every chapter is 2 to 3 panels. And so I already have the visuals for the comic book already that I want to design. I just have to figure out how to like put it in like a format that makes sense. So I'm working with some people for that, but this is a real thing. I really want to try to use the Curator program or other projects out there to make this a real comic book. And this is 1 out of 2 stories I wrote that I want to release on the Curator program right here. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
Thank you. And what year is it set in? What year is the space?
This is actually our year. This is 2025. So
all right.
Yeah. So guys, this is the debut of the writer. I'm gonna make sure nobody has their audio on. And I hope Fro and Bro Productions gives an appreciation on this, because I'm looking up to those guys because they are the movie guys here. But guys, this is the premiere of the writer. Let's go.
Earth's just a speck in their plan, but something's pulling at me. The invasion is near, but the human race deserves to live.
Rough crowd tonight, stranger. Rough night, huh?
You look lost. This joint was ours now, sweetheart. You deserve to live.
Thank you, you saved me.
Your life is forever changed. Come with me.
And if you want to know what happens next, you got to read the comic book, guys. Let's go. Anyway.
Yes, let's go. That was fire, Hinata. I'm not just saying that because I'm married to you.
Thank you. Yeah, so that is something I really want to make into a comic book. I've got 20 chapters written so far, as well as our Lost Tide series as well, and another story I'm working on about space. So more to come with that, guys. But awesome show. Thank you so much for coming on. I know Vegan Things has some giveaways, but David, I want to be mindful of your time. You've been here for an hour and a half. You've given us way more and way more than I expected. Final words for the audience.
Oh man, there's so many words, but thank you for everyone again, and really looking forward to see you guys in our next live event. Continue to collect things you love, continue the journey with us. Thank you so much, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back on this show again, so hope to see you guys all soon.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see you for the Vegas announcement. No problem. Of course we will.
And I'm pretty sure most of us here is all going to see you guys in Vegas. So yeah, we will definitely be there in November. I can't wait. So, but David, we're going to get to the giveaways now. If you feel like hanging, you can. If you feel like dipping, you can do that as well.
I'm very sorry. I do have to leave. I have a meeting to start in 1 minute time. So I need to get on.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
I'll write you an excuse note.
Have a great weekend and look forward to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Take care, man.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
All right. And let me get this up for you, Vegan, right here. And
No, this box here is like the Brady Bunch with the 9.
All right. Okay, Vegan, what we got here, man? I think you're muted, my friend. Here, let me unmute you. There.
Oh, am I good?
You're good, brother.
Some more heart logos. Open to anybody, US, overseas. It also will come with the promo code, so you can redeem the digital aspect of it.
Sweet. Thank you for doing that, Vegan. This is awesome.
So make sure you guys put in hashtag showcase for your chance to win. Hashtag showcase for your chance to win. We also have a supported giveaway also, correct?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
We got a community giveaway
from Vegan.
Yes, community giveaway right here.
Community.
You know, I never thought to ask Vivi for a giveaway.
Yeah.
And there's the updated graphic. Let's go.
That's okay, guys, because we have the community here. We want to appreciate and thank the community. And today, the stream is sponsored by Vegan Things. So let's go, Vegan Things.
Let's go.
Next time, David can give out some of his Labubus.
Right.
They already said in the chat it's Labuyu now. Labuyu.
Well, I know I've seen some Labubu brothers there, so let's go. Good luck, everybody. Other than that, guys, how'd you guys like the stream? You know, very casual. None of this was planned. In fact, Big Bro and Raven and D came to me like, okay, what's the format? Like, we don't really have one here. We're just gonna kind of go with the flow, and it kind of worked out so well. So
yeah, man.
Turned out beautiful.
And by the way, if you guys want to come on for our next VV showcase, please let us know, and we'll love to showcase your stuff.
Yeah, let's go, guys. We'll give you guys 1 more minute, and then we'll probably get out of here. But you know what? I want to thank everyone for the panel and give them their final thoughts and final words. We're going to start with you, Anan. Let's go.
All right. You know what? It was surprising to see everybody, you know, like really, you know, sharing their collectibles and just, you know, sharing the space, you know, the basically our journey. And, you know, I appreciate everyone and, you know, David for coming on, staying with us. It's an awesome show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
And thank you for coming on and giving us your time. I know you're a busy man.
Yes.
Vegan.
Thank you for inviting me. Sorry,
Yeah.
TV Jesus couldn't make it. Maybe next time.
Next time.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I know we need the vegan Jesus. We need that. That's a bumper sticker. That is a corporation right there. I'm telling you. Let's go. D.
But yeah,
final
thank
word?
you.
Sorry.
The Vegan Jesus wheels. Yeah, and shout out to the other ones I reached out to come on, but live, so they weren't able to make it. But yeah, hopefully on the next one. And yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to David for coming on. Like almost 2 hours of this time. See when he gets scared away. No, that was awesome, and appreciate everyone for tuning in, listening in, and just watching the showcases being presented. Thank you, everyone here on the panel, for your time and coming on and sharing your collection with us, and the stories behind that. That's what we really love to do on Aloha Fridays, especially, is to get story behind everyone's life or whatever they want to share, and just have conversations and just chill and hang out with friends. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Can't wait for the next one. Stay tuned when I put out posts.
Let's go, Andy, my man.
Wow. I've always been a long time, fan of the show, and it's an honor to be here. Like, hanging out with you guys. Look at this panel, man. Gosh, like it's like so much knowledge just wrapped up into one. Like, look at the biggest bro. The dude's like he's 21 again. Like dude, like,
I'm telling you, he wants to look like his PFP.
He's got the baby face.
Right? No, but yeah, everyone, thank you for showing off your collectibles. I really, really enjoyed watching. And DrKinon, like, dude, that uncommon is legit, right? And she chews gum and she blows the gum, right? I watched her video. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know that. So after I watched her video, I went back. I'm like, gosh, her eyes do blink, and I'm like, this is cool. So yeah, man.
Is Jubilee now going to replace Elektra for you?
Never.
I'm just wondering. I had to throw it out there.
Nah.
Oh no, that's not happening.
He's too young, bro.
He's too young.
Yeah, but I mean, it's something I never knew. But I mean, it's kind of like finding the Polaroids of all the photos from NYC on the VV diorama. It's just a little hidden Easter egg. That's cool, man. Like I really dig that. But yeah, thank you guys for having me once again on the show. It's cool hanging out with you guys, and yeah, I look forward to hanging out with you guys more often. Thank you.
Always.
Shout out to Fro and Bro Productions right here. Both in the house tonight. Love it. Christopher, hey, by the way, I missed it when you were talking, but I'm hoping you're going for that crypto pocket, the popcorn bucket, of his dish. I want to try to get it. If I can't get it, I'm going to hit you up, my friend, but final words.
Sure. Yes. And on that bucket, actually, there was another bucket that came out, I think, like 2 months ago. It's for the movie Dogman. So they're pretty much using the same bucket.
Are they?
So, not too special.
Well, it's new to me.
But yeah. There's going to be some great buckets out from all the cinemas. I probably will be getting all of them from every one of them just to show my support.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for having me on here today. It was a pleasure speaking with David and, seeing all your reactions and seeing your collections. I feel like we're just getting started for, I guess, the second half of the year. Coming up next month, we have 2 universes going toe-to-toe that we can all relate. So please put your reviews. If you go see either or movie, Fantastic Four, or, the other one, go and see it. Please put your reviews on X. I do see those. A lot of other people do see those, and it does make a big difference for people collecting some of those merch. Plus, we'd like to see your guys' reviews and see what's going on. So I'm just excited for right now. It's great. All the way up to November. I can't wait to see you guys in Vegas. All those are going to be there.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. Go see a movie too.
Go, Christopher.
Yes, definitely. Let's go see a movie. Now, I know you're the movie guy, and I'm very, very, I really respect your opinion. How did you like The Rider?
I loved it, man. Just,
okay?
I actually, just out of nowhere this last year, I kind of bucked up and decided I want to start riding a motorcycle. So got the course here in the United States here to actually get that done. Probably one of the most well-known courses here in the United States, and passed the first time. Just got my bike and all the gear like not even 2 months ago, so I can relate to that.
Let's go.
It's one hell of a performance, man. I can't wait to see the other 2 episodes.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Dr. Kenan.
Sorry, there's a baby crying, but you know,
We love babies.
I'm really looking forward to reading your comic book. So I'm someone who likes a lot of story. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, that's going to come out in the comic book. It's going to give you a chance to grow it and add all those details. So
Would
that's
you like
exciting.
to come on a reading?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's
Now
a
that I
little
think my
alpha.
mic's
We're
adjusted.
planning on doing a reading on Get to the Comics for one of our comics. So
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, I had a great time. And I think it's great that he's doing that for sure. Oh, so I made another connection. So check it out. So if you're looking at Jubilee, do you see the name of the secret rare? I'll tell you. You probably can't see it. But it's Jubilee Dance Floor Detonator. Okay? So now check it out.
Ooh.
So Jubilee's dropping on the 28th, and then the dance floor is dropping on the 29th.
Ah.
Was it intentional? I don't know.
Hmm.
And the rare Jubilee looks like she's dancing as well. So, you know, Jubilee and the dance floor. Anyway, something's
Could be
going
like
on there.
could be like Slimer, right? In the trap, right? Maybe the Ghostbuster trap is Slimer. You put
Yeah,
her in
maybe,
the thing,
yeah.
she starts dancing.
You know, I love that. I love that interaction for sure. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to you know, come on the show, hang out with everyone. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I can see you all in some in-person event at some point. I think
Yes.
the last in-person event I went to was yeah, in 2022. So
Anaheim.
hopefully we can get to Vegas this year. So,
Yeah. And shout out to Dr. Kenan. We actually got to meet him at DrKinon 2022. I told him the funny story of how we had to go do a picture taking with sleeping, and I was late because I was hungover, and come to find out we were both there early. So
yeah, totally.
Thank you,
totally.
Dr. Kenan.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
definitely. Thank you.
Raven.
Yeah, and anything y'all need, just let me know. I'll be making my content.
Let's go. And guys, subscribe to his channel. He really has a lot of great content, and he does some stuff with his kids as well. So shout out to you, Dr. Kenan. Our favorite bird. Final words.
Hey, oh man, you know what? Today has been an insanely busy day, but an amazing day. And I'm just hanging out, finishing off the day with you guys and the community. That's what it's all about. So I appreciate this. I appreciate everyone being here, everyone in the audience. Let's just keep doing it.
Let's go. Brother.
He said.
Yes, sir. I just love positive spaces. It's been positive all day today. It's a beautiful time. Be happy to be alive. Be happy to be with friends. And if you don't think you have a friend, you got one right here. All right. So just, you know, leave with love. Yeah, man. Have a great day. I hope something amazing happens to you guys today. Let's go.
Let's go. And Hinano.
Well, I will finish when we're done. So run the giveaway.
All right. Good luck to everybody on the wheel. Let's spin that wheel. Let's see who's going to walk away with the physical BB pins. Today it's Chris Sutton. Let's go.
Oh, I'm so happy he won. Gosh. Let's
great
go.
Go. Yeah.
Chris, I know he is smiling from ear to ear vegan. He super is.
We'll give him the blue one.
Oh, he's going to love it, man. Big congrats to Chris.
And we run it one more time, right? One more time for the red. All right. One more time for the red. Here we go.
It's like
Good luck, everybody. And thank you so much, Vegan.
Yeah, shout out to Vegan. VV
VV Manager, let's go. Is that David secretly?
Who is that?
Who is VV Manager?
VV Manager, get in contact with us. We have no idea who you are, but
MC, is that you, MC?
That might be Mahalo's like second or third account. Who knows?
Make
like it's
yourself
all we know.
Yeah.
VV Manager, are you here? Are you here?
Are they here? Do they need to be here?
I don't think that was the stipulation for this one, but yeah.
Where is VV Manager?
Make yourself known, please, because it's the first time we've seen you, so we want to make sure you are here.
I'm telling you,
can
that's
DM
Dan
you.
in disguise. This is Dan. He went to
I
go
am
in
not David and not
I am not David.
I am
Oh,
secret.
is that Dan? That's Dan.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, you won. So I guess get a hold of Vegan, and you guys can facilitate in the back channels. And that has been the show, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. This has been fun. And like Raven said, it's been a very busy day, but it's been a fun day. And I'm super stoked that we got to hang out with all of you today. Thank you to our awesome panel. Thank you to our awesome audience watching, and also appreciate David for coming on. You guys, this has been Aloha Friday. Have a good weekend, and we will catch you guys next week with more shows to come. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. And oh wait, hold on. Let me mute that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
What's that?
we're just throwing up our alohas, man.
Oh
We're
no,
ready.
I had
We're
to
ready.
mute the audio. If not, we would have had some issues there. But all right, now we're leaving. Bye.
Whoa, the future of content. Let's go. Let's go now.